Put the children to bed. The daddy-os are home. It is I, the coolest cat in all Dad land, Mr. Magnificent, Mike Martin. And with me, as always, the rest of my patriarch pack. He is. You tell him who you are.
Tell him who I am. I'm Kenny Rogers, and this is the Dairy Chug.
Great.
He is the big bad bearded daddy. He is Big Rig Eric Murphy. And down there somewhere, he's a pretty pony. He's a pretty pony. He is somewhere in there as a perpetual mid-carder and a two-time world record holder. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy. Cephas.
I'm in here. This costume's a little cumbersome. I didn't think about this before I said, I'll wear this on the podcast. So, needless to say, I'm gonna change out into a much simpler costume. You guys go ahead and start the show. I'll be right back.
Dude, this is the Oscars doing the costume change? Like
yeah,
the
what
first
the
act?
heck, man?
Hey, man, that's a lot to sit the fuck down in.
Well, anyway, for all those watching, happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Dad's dressing up, a little themed episode.
Shout out to the homie Tussle.
Shout out to the homie Tussle right there. Shout out to Kenny Rogers and more specifically Will Sasso for one of my favorite Mad TV bits like ever. Right
Kenny
here.
Rogers, and this is the Dairy Challenge.
Cheers.
I love that now 2/3 of us have done the Dairy Chug on the show, which means
Mike's got to do it at some point.
Oh, I love milk. Yeah, you're not threatening me. I just got these.
Right.
I just got this bag of these little chocolate chip crisp cookies.
I'm a Pokemon.
That's somehow very fitting.
Yeah, right? I tattooed this exact Pokemon on my wife, so I'm a Mimikyu for those of you who aren't hip to the Pokemon. Mimikyu is a super dark Pokemon because no one knows what he really looks like, and he's so ugly that it scares people away. So all he wanted was love, so he took a dirty bag and made a Pikachu costume and made people fall in love with him.
And also, one of your favorite Pokemon as mentioned on a previous episode.
That's true. You did say that on a previous episode.
Yeah. Yeah, see, look, continuity in the Dad World Order podcast. Speaking of which one of you two wants to break the news?
I reckon I'll do it. So for those that are unfamiliar, there's every March, April, there's a pretty awesome wrestling convention up in Indianapolis, Indiana called the Squared Circle Expo. Run by a pretty awesome dude. Shout out to Gonzalez.
Former guest of the show and
former
guest
of
the show.
And future guest of the show. We'll definitely be having him on before next year's, which they've already announced some headliners, such as Kane and Sting.
Or Sting. Or IRS, Death and Taxes, $1 Million
Man, Mr. Ted DiBiase. And basically a lot of wrestlers, former wrestlers, current wrestlers, wrestling promotions, artists, vendors, the whole 9 yards. It's like a Comic-Con, but specifically wrestling themed, and it's
tons of wrestling matches.
Fucking awesome.
Every wrestler you could want to meet.
Exactly. And as of today, the Dad World Order podcast is going to have a booth at the Squared Circle Expo. So if you guys are going to be there, y'all better come by and say hi.
We'll
'cause
get
we
you
will
a
be
free
there.
sticker.
Yeah. Get
Give
your
you a
free
free
sticker. We'll be
sticker.
there all weekend. Probably not dressed like this.
I don't know. You
But
look fucking slick, dog, with that.
I don't
white.
know. I might just keep this, man. I mean,
You look like Scott Calvin in the Santa Claus. When he keeps
hey, I'll take that as a compliment, man. Hell yeah. I'll take it.
Scott Calvin.
oh shit! Why do I
I'll
know
take
that?
it,
That's
man.
the type of shit that's in my brain versus trigonometry.
I should know that.
I'm
I
just
studied.
like redneck Santa Claus or something's going on here. So yeah, I'm with it. But yeah, Squared Circle Expo days are gonna be there. Probably gonna have some people at our table. Very, very
I mean,
possibly.
we tentatively have one booked right now. Has just if a wrestling date comes up that's obviously better than a autograph signing.
We'll just say the dads have made some friends along the way.
Yeah.
So
We
hopefully,
have some people there for sure.
Once we get a little closer, we'll be able to announce. But just suffice it
Yeah.
to say, we've got at least 2 or 3 really awesome people that are going to make you want to come see our table either way. Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. I'm excited. I've not done an expo since Tattoo Expo 2018 in New York City. That was, fantastic. That's where I got my my Macho Man tattoo, actually.
Hell yeah.
New York City Tattoo Convention. And that stuff is fun. Tattoo conventions are fun, but wrestling conventions are a whole nother world, man. It's like everyone that, could potentially be one of our listeners all at one point.
Yeah. I mean, last year was my first year at one, man, and it was just everything that as a wrestling fan just encompassed in one, place, man. It's just like, how have I never been here before? You know what I mean? Like, these are my people. And seeing other podcasts there, that was immediately like, got to be awesome to be here. And then a year later, look at us, we're here.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's just it's
cool,
blowing
man.
my mind.
I'm going to
Far
invest
out, man.
some extra
Far
free.
out.
It's far out, man. I'm going to invest some extra money into getting some cool shit because it's looking like we're not going to end up going to WrestleMania. So this is going to be my WrestleMania for the year. So I'm going to go extra.
Right about that time of year.
Yeah, I'm going to go extra as hell with it. So I'm going to buy us some really cool stuff to give away. You know what I mean? And I'm going to do everything I can to have 2 really cool shirt videos back to back and get some really cool interviews with some cool people. So
hell yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, last year we only went for the one day, and that was wild. So I can't even imagine both days, and actually being a part of the event.
Yeah, let alone being, in there when no one else can be,
Right. It's going to be really cool. I mean, we're basically peers with Sting, so put that down on the resume.
Bro, I think you could go coworker at this point.
Coworker.
I mean, we're both working at this convention.
At this convention, we are basically on a similar level. It's fine. Yeah. It's not a big deal.
We're gonna record a Dad World Order, podcast up there.
Yeah.
And with that being said, if he's in the same building, technically he's on our show. You know what I mean?
Technically.
He
if
may
he
not
happens
be
to walk
frame.
by when we're recording.
You bet your ass. I'm bringing
if you hear a woo in the background, if you hear a Sting scream /woo, just know it's really him.
Yeah, just also know that if he does woo, it's not 5 zeros, or his good buddy Ric Flair would sue him. Not
That's
zeros,
true.
O's.
Yeah, O's. Numbers and letters, they get tough for a Mimikyu.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sting,
but yeah, Sting.
We're like one step closer to this premonition happening. I know we talked about this the other day, Amanda, but I really feel like this is. Could that really happen? Could Sting versus Ric Flair happen again one last time?
I'd watch it. I'm glad
I mean, the last time I watched Ric Flair wrestle, it wasn't the best, but I'd watch him.
The worst either.
I'd watch them chop each other for 5 minutes and try to put each other in a scorpion deathlock and a figure 4.
Yeah, because I mean, Stings look good at like but usually it's in the tag team capacity or something like that.
Right.
You know, I mean, Sting's not throwing out bangers anymore, and I mean, God, nobody should expect him to. You know,
No.
he obviously still shines in the moments, in the spots that he's given. But yeah, God, I just hope that it doesn't happen.
I say bring in Steamboat and make it a 3-way.
Oh Jesus! No.
It needs you know what it needs to be? It needs to be a 3-way, 60-minute Iron Man match between all three of them.
Yeah.
Last man
Dog.
standing.
Special
Dog
guest
collar.
referee by Jeff
Dog
Chris.
collar, last man
Yeah,
standing.
triple
Iron
dog
Man.
collar,
Yeah. Flaming dog colors.
Texas bull rope somehow in there.
Barbed wire bull rope.
In
We gotta go
in a cage. Yeah.
Mhm.
in a cell.
What's it called when
Yeah.
there are other people around the
Okay.
ring?
Lumberjack.
Lumberjack match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That means
lumberjack
you'll be
rules,
there.
obviously.
I'll be there.
You look like the brawny man.
Soak it up, baby.
Hey, I'll take it, man.
He's like everything you're picking at is handsome. So keep on going.
It's fine.
Bro, you look like Men in Black when they went back to see what Tommy Lee Jones was doing. He's just living his life.
Yeah. I'm telling you what, man, if this is a glimpse of the future, I'm all right with it.
Bro.
As long as we're keeping the hair, we're all right. The beard definitely ain't going away, so that'll be there forever. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I could definitely see Cephas growing old and kind of looking like that, though.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Crotchety and somehow my hair's into one dread on either side.
Yeah. That checks out for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Bro, so we got to talk wrestling for a minute since this is a Wrestle Talk.
Absolutely.
Are you guys watching live Saturday? So am I going to be able to text you guys live?
This coming Saturday.
Or next Saturday. Is it this Saturday or next Saturday?
Crown Jewel?
Yeah, it's this Saturday.
It's this Saturday.
Yeah.
It's Saturday afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be watching live.
I am going to do my best to watch live. Emmy has a cheer competition that day, which could go up until 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Lucky.
So, yeah, can't wait. No, she does awesome in those things. They are long days though, because they got to get there at like 8 a.m. and then they're there till 5.
They're probably
but I'm
gonna
gonna
get
do
cranky.
I'm gonna do my best to watch live. I mean, I can always like watch on my foot because the only time I got to pay attention is when she's doing her thing, and that lasts like 3 minutes. So,
I think we got a legitimate chance of seeing it happen. Bro, there's so much who's behind LA Knight, dude. There really is. If they want to build a new era where there's a Stone Cold or a Rock or a Hogan or what, if they want to build a new star that people love like that, I mean, surprising him like that. The only thing I disagree with if he wins is that the fact that it's in Saudi Arabia. That's the only thing.
That's the only reason why I think I would
Yeah.
I would be upset about it. Like, I want him to win for sure. He deserves it. But
Is that just us being jealous as Americans?
probably.
I don't know. I just see that anything outside of WrestleMania, I just see as a real far off possibility.
Especially because of the fact but at the same time, I could also see Triple H because he's that type of mind being like, no, WrestleMania, they're going to expect it. He's like, you know, I could see him being like, let's surprise the shit out of everyone. Let's when he walked past Roman, that was so powerful. I don't know if you guys saw that segment or not, but there's a part where Roman's like walking out and holding his championship and acknowledge me shit. And LA Knight's music hits right in the middle of it. He walks past him and ignores him. And it was so reminiscent of, and I've seen somebody tie it together with the old Rock moment where the same shit happened with the Rock. And it's
see, here's my thing at this point. I'm not getting my hopes up anymore for it. I've been swindled too many times with the same finish. So if it happens, I'll be genuinely surprised. But I'm not going to let you or anybody else get my hopes up. Because as soon as I do, I'm going to be sitting there Joker laughing in Mike's basement like I was when Cody lost.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
I was so the first thing I thought of was you.
I know.
I was
And the first thing I thought of was you and how much I probably
Aw.
hated the look on your face when it happened.
Oh, I was making this face. I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good match for sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a banger. I just hope, even if LA Knight doesn't win, just make it a different match. I can't do the same finish again. That's all I'm asking for at this point. Because it's old hat, man. You know,
If Roman just pulled tights and just held tights and won like that,
that's fine. Whatever.
yeah, I'd take that
kick
over.
kick him in the balls and do it. But I don't need a ref bump, 8 USO interferences. It's the same thing every time, and that's my only qualm at this point.
And you know it's going to happen because who does LA Knight have at his back at this point? He doesn't have the posse, like, you know.
You don't need nobody.
I
tell you one thing though, you talk about the Usos. I'm excited as fuck for Solo versus Cena. That's gonna skip the fucking show.
That'll be good.
And it's crazy to think, you know what I mean? Like the generations now that he has faced of that family.
Right.
Like, crazy. Everyone from Rock to Rikishi to their fucking children. You know what I mean? Like,
right. It's yeah, that is wild. Now that you say it, I didn't even think about that. Like he's faced a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And I people, you know, I'm glad to see Cena's been getting his flowers lately, man, because he deserves it. He's a great wrestler. I used to be on the hate Cena train for a while. There was a time where I wouldn't even, you know, consider buying a John Cena shirt. Now I own enough to do a John Cena week on T-shirt guy. You know what I mean? So
you should do that. Oh my god, that's great.
Yet another reason John Cena should be on the DWO podcast. Cephas can do an entire week.
I really dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, we should need to. It's okay. We can keep putting more.
Speaking of that, did you guys catch where LA Knight spit one of John Cena's lyrics during a promo? It was from
Thugonomics. Yeah.
I really liked the mention of suffering succotash to Roman. He really did kind of emasculate Roman a little bit, which it happens. Don't get me wrong. People have talked better shit to him. There's just, I don't know, man. Like, I could see they getting there and Triple H pulling that fucking, yep, let's do it.
I think it's going to be, I could see more than one title change on this, but I think if a title changes, it's going to be the U.S. title and the World Heavyweight are going to be the two that change hands.
I think the U.S. title is a given at this point.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but I think it is. I think
I'm not a fan, but I see the writing on the wall. So,
but you may not be a fan of him. At least
Saudi.
it's going to lead to some good face chasing a heel. So that's what I want to see. You know what I mean? Maybe get him versus Ricochet for the U.S. title at WrestleMania. You know what I mean?
Okay. Here's another question: do we see a Damian Priest cash in on someone?
Ooh, that could be a potentiality, man.
I keep forgetting he's got it. I know, like, they show it all the time, but I keep forgetting he's kind of, and I think part of that is the fact that he hasn't even shown interest in cashing in on Roman, which I think is still dumb. Like, why would you not want to cash in on that? Like, if I were him, I'd be sitting ringside at that match, you know, or something. Or I'd at least come out after it. And
you're etching your name into history. You know what I mean? You're right up there with Brock beating the Taker streak.
Yeah.
You know, I will say at this point, and you know, I'm not going to count my eggs before they hatch, but at this point, WWE is as cohesive storyline wise as it has been since the Attitude Era. People always talk about the Attitude Era, how great it was. I don't think it was that it was great. It was that everyone had a role. Everyone had a story to tell. Every match had some kind of story behind it, and it feels like we're
the mid card has stories. It's not just two stories on the you know, main event.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting to that scene right now. I feel like that's what we're kind of starting to get a new, like, you know, swell. Speaking of swell, how about the unrealness of Pro Wrestling Revolver? Unreal.
out
Oh,
of
really?
nowhere.
Bro.
Right?
Out of no. As soon as I saw him announce it, I was like, I thought they weren't doing a show in November. Like, that's kind of out of nowhere. And then I saw the announcement of who's going to be on the show, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Damn, I have a bad reputation. I'm excited.
Ronda frickin' Rousey.
You know what
in
that
her
means?
First. That's her
She's
first
gonna-
indie. That's her first indie show.
Second.
Well, Lucha Vavoom doesn't necessarily count because she just came in and did in-ring entrance. She didn't do a match or nothing. She's going to be doing a match at Revolver.
So it's her
Yeah.
first indie match.
It's her first
Okay.
indie match, and it's
Wow.
with
And it's going to be a
Revolver.
tag match with Marina
Marina
Shafir, which awesome.
The
Yeah.
effing problem, baby.
You know what this is going to lead to, right? We're going to see Ronda and Dayton at some point.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fucking sweet because we're going to get to meet Ronda Rousey. And be, I love you and your husband. You guys are so
Randy, you're the greatest. I definitely wasn't saying you're boring at SummerSlam.
At SummerSlam, yeah.
I didn't say she was boring. I said the match sucked.
No, I think towards the end of her WWE tenure, I think that too much had happened between her and fans and whatever that it was past the point of redemption. So
Yeah.
Wait, did we?
This is a chance for her to get in there, and we know how good she is. And
Dude, I can't wait to see her on this kind of on an indie platform like that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, how much people like Bryan Danielson, have how different of a performer he is on the AEW and the indie kind of platform versus the WWE machine.
Bro, it's just gonna lead to bigger and better shit for our fucking it's part of our fabric of our shit. DWO is Revolver. Revolver is DWO. Like we love our Revolver shows, and to see them get such extra heat, bro. The only thing I'm worried about is because I've noticed that fucking both Gringo and Mox are fucking scheduled for that show. If they wrestle in LA, I'm going to be so mad.
no, they said the 25th in January. They better not.
Bro, they're both
Nah.
scheduled there.
Don't say that.
They're both scheduled there, dude.
Hey, you don't say that.
I don't want to say that, but
So we just,
I'll tell you what though, man.
work
Sorry,
thing
Mike, go ahead.
getting in the way. Got to hold a job still to pay
Feed
these stupid
ourselves.
bills, so I can't go to these
Yeah.
freaking wrestling places.
I'll tell you what though. I know it's probably because they're in LA, but Paul Walter Hauser being on that show, I love that dude. Like, he is a genuine fan of pro wrestling. He's an amazing actor, hilarious, and I hope that he catches the Revolver bug when he's there, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll come to Dayton or I'll come to Iowa or whatever." Like,
Who
because
is it?
he's Paul Walter Hauser. He was in the Cobra Kai series. He was on AEW. He was the guy that they stole his Golden Globe. Remember?
Yeah, Paul Walter Hauser.
Oh,
What the
Yeah.
hell was
Okay.
what was his name in Cobra Kai?
I can't
It's
remember.
Cool.
okay.
He was like the
But-
adult with all the kids.
I know who you're talking about now. It's kind of I've never watched Cobra Kai, so I wasn't hip with his.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know it was good.
He's actually in the new Cruella movie. He's Horace or Jasper, one of the two. He's one of the two. He's the one of the henchmen.
I tell you what,
um,
if she doesn't scare you, nothing will.
Nothing will.
No.
But I thought that was cool that they're getting him because he is a genuine fan of pro wrestling, and like I saw him post the other day, just like how awesome his 2023 has been. He's like, I got Jeff Jarrett to smash a guitar over my head, and just stuff like that. Like, you can just tell he loves this stuff. So I think that's cool that he's doing that.
If they announce Jeff Jarrett is at
Revolver,
no, not Revolver, but
Squared Circle.
Squared Circle, that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to go fucking buy me a cheap ass guitar. I'm going to rig it. I'm be like, please, for the love of God, will you hit me in my shirt video? You know how fucking sweet that would be?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Hey, my Beagle's trying to come in, and I never let him on the show.
Um,
Come on, Ricky.
Yeah, I see. I know the SummerSlam match wasn't what it was cracked up to be, but Ronda definitely had some very memorable moments in WWE. That first
Well-
appearance where The Rock brought her out of the crowd, the face off with
Mhm.
Steph and Triple H.
And here's another thing. Marina has found a way to make their style, their MMA style, work in a wrestling ring.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like Ronda always was still so stuck on just doing MMA. And I feel like them working together, then obviously they're really good friends. I feel like that can be a really cool, hey, this is how I do it, or what they can learn from each other type thing. And I think it'd be really cool to see them tag together.
I just hope that, just like you talked about Paul Walter Hauser, I hope that Ronda kind of gets the bug as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I dare you to find a better experience than a pro wrestling Revolver event.
Bro, just imagine she gets hip into it and she's like, you know what? I want to invest in this, or I want to be a major part of this, and this is my new home indie place.
Yeah.
All that's gonna do is breed good stuff for the place that we have.
Brings more eyes, all of it.
I love it so much. Like, can we invest more into our partnership? You know what I mean? Like, let's build this shit together. Like, let's grow. It makes me excited. Makes me excited to just be a fan of Revolver. It makes me excited to be a part of it. It's a celebration over there with you guys. Do your thing. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm Kenny Rogers and I'm drunk as hell.
I'm Kenny Rogers and I'm in a show.
I'm gonna rave. All right. I tell you what, man, it's pretty cool. Revolver is kicking ass. I'm excited for January 25th, which means they're gonna have to fucking bring it for January 25th.
Yeah. Well, they got this show, and then they got. I mean, Iowa's already a stacked show.
Yeah.
So yeah, 25th, starting the year off. It's gonna have to be a good one.
You know what I want, and I'm just gonna put this out in the ether in hopes that it happens. I just want Claudio on a Revolver.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
I want Claudio on a Revolver so bad. I also want Buddy Matthews. I'm a big fan of him.
I would love to see
anybody from House of Black. Anybody.
Revolver.
Yeah, anybody from House of Black would be great for sure. I don't know, man. You with Ronda Rousey being on there, it's literally like before. Like if you'd have been like, "Oh, Ronda Rousey," I'd be like, "No, they're not gonna get Ronda Rousey." You'd have been like, "Oh, she's friends with Marina," but yeah, she ain't gonna do it. You know what I mean? But now it's like,
dude, because John Moxley is a famous name to wrestling fans, but Ronda Rousey is a famous name to
everyone.
Everybody
knows who Ronda Rousey is.
Yes. So I mean, that's just helping the Revolver's brand so much. It's so cool, and just how Marina's been treated well and loves her experience there, and just I'm sure has shared that with her friends, and makes it an easy friendship to make. So good for Sammy, man.
I'm so excited to watch it. Like I really I'm contemplating flying, but I'm more than likely not going to, just because it would be a lot of money for me to just go fly to fucking LA.
Yeah.
And,
Dad's still got to pay for Christmas, guys.
Exactly. But I will be watching very happily here on Fight TV.
I'm prepared. 2024, we really need to, focus on putting away a budget if we're going to have to be traveling internationally for this thing here.
Yeah. That's
My passport ready.
I need to get a passport.
I think if you look like that, you just show up and you're like, whoa, go on through, buddy.
No passport needed. Go right ahead. Go right ahead, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Rogers.
You got to know when to hold 'em.
Oh, gosh. That's really
know when to fold 'em.
It's really him. Oh, hell. Well, we got to bring up also today that we did have a guest scheduled tonight, Mr. Eric Fallen. But there were some technical difficulties, so we will have Eric Fallen back on, which it does kind of suck because he's one of the best possible Halloween guests. The guy's pretty damn creepy, so we We missed out on a Halloween guest, but it's okay. Technical
It'll
difficulties
still be
happen.
a creepy episode. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll get him. We'll get him scheduled for sometime in November. Which I'm looking at the holidays in November and stuff. A lot of our shit falls on like days or near days, and we're gonna have to do some like we're gonna have to do one before Thanksgiving, maybe, or I don't know, maybe if you guys aren't, depends on what your Thanksgivings look like, we could also just do a
I'm
wrestle
booked the day
talk.
before, and it's my time to shine, buddy. Lots of bacon, lots of smoking, and
Yep.
also preparing meat.
Yes, sir.
Prepared meat's good.
Yes.
I mean, I already know with this hair. I think what I know what I'm doing for the Christmas episode. That's all I'm saying. So,
Mr. Calvin.
we're
Oh
getting
god.
after it. I'm going to Walmart tomorrow and buying another thing of the hairspray for sure. It's happening. I might just grab a couple of them and just like every once in a while,
I was just about to
just
say,
do the
you
whole
might want
thing.
to do that. You might want to get a few just in case.
It works so well. It's killing me.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about just doing the front because I'm like nobody's gonna see behind me, but I'm like, oh, if I do turn my head and like the back of my head's brown and be a little weird looking. So we did all the hair.
It looks like I said, you've got a future in being an old man. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Like,
I'm all right with it, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm all right with it.
Or working at malls, taking pictures with little kids.
Yeah, something.
Jesus Christ.
Well, no, I'm taking it the non-weird way. My Uncle Mark has been Santa pretty much every Christmas for I would say like the past 10 years or so.
No, it's
And he's
great.
really good at it.
Yeah, you're
It's
taking his
absolutely
fucking role.
a great gig.
So
You're taking
we'll
his
figure
fucking
it out.
role, dog.
That's right. I'm coming for
Oh,
you, Uncle Mark.
It's got his high def.
It's 8-bit Santa.
8-bit Santa. Damn. There's not as many of those photos available as you.
I was
would want.
gonna say I already got the Santa belly going on too.
Both for the jelly.
Yeah, we're all right.
Oh,
We're making
man.
it work. Yeah, this shirt's a lot tighter than it was last year. That's for sure.
You look like old Al Borland. Hey, you look like both members of Tool Time. What the fuck?
I love it. I'm down for that.
And you also look like Bob Vila. What in the home improvements going on here?
Oh, you're saying I look like some of the most manly men in all of television? Thank you very much.
Lumberjack, red, green.
The Brawny Man, Bob Vila, Al Borland.
He's like,
Tim
all you're
Tool
doing
Man
is
Taylor.
blowing his ego up.
Hey, I fit right in. It's fine.
You look like Johnny Knoxville too. Shit, that guy's that's about what his
If
hair
Johnny
looks
Knoxville gained 300 pounds.
like. Oh man, I just rewatched that WrestleMania not that long ago. That was entertaining as fuck from home. It was entertaining as fuck there too. Don't get me wrong, but that was my first time really watching it from home. It was pretty cool.
That match was so much chaos, dude.
The pop for Wee Man was
Oh, yeah.
probably one of the best pops of the night when he lifted up Sami Zayn for the scoop slam.
Yes.
Just that moment, everybody was just like it was Andre or something.
The giant hand, like
Yeah.
all of it was so stupid.
Wrestling needs a lot of that. I need at least one of those stupid
agree.
nonsenses every show.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Do you think with Ronda coming to Revolver, you think that's going to lead to more MMA stars hitting the indies as well, or you think this is just where she's trying to go after she left her WWE?
I would hope so. I think that'd be cool.
I'd like.
mean,
to,
it's something.
I know. Didn't who's the guy that just did the charity event with Kenny Omega? Mighty Mouse.
oh yeah,
I think that'd be cool if some of the guys like that. I know that wasn't on wrestling television, but them doing a Tekken off was pretty cool.
But I mean, it gives them a chance to there is some higher profile indie promotions where they can go and kind of scratch that itch without having to go through all the rigmarole of TV.
Yeah.
I'm excited she's agreed to do a match for Revolver. Like that's
It's awesome, man.
really cool. I hope they face the Death Dolls. I feel like that would be perfect.
I kind of feel that's where I was thinking it was going, but
I mean, you know damn well that any match with the Death Dolls is going to be entertaining. So, Beagle, this is why I don't let you in here. What are you doing?
I'm trying to think just like stylistic wise, like I don't know.
Hold on. Let's see if this one's any better. There we go. Hold on.
That's uncanny.
Hold on. Anyway, I'm Kenny Rogers and I need a glass of milk. Oh. What a
I'm
nice
whatever
excuse to be able
celebrity
to-
really likes apple cider.
I'll tell you what a nice excuse to be able to drink milk during a podcast. Normally you'd be like, what kind of weird guy is that drinking
I would
milk?
need a baked good or some sort in order to.
I do definitely need some Oreos or something going on.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
I bought a
boy.
bag of
Those
these
a little
little
bit.
thin, crispy chocolate chip cookies from Costco, and they are everything.
Oh, I bet they're awesome.
You can't just eat one. I tried. I ate one. I was like, I just wanted to see if I could do it. No, I don't have the
I
the
need
willpower.
17 more.
I made a glass of milk and just dumped them in like it was cereal.
Right.
These cookies are life.
They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just getting to the chase here." Trying to get one at a time.
Speaking of Chase, what up with the Bengals? Who they?
Who dat?
Dude, Bengals are awesome.
I can't wait, man. I'm taking my wife
Um,
to her first game this Sunday.
Nice.
It's gonna be awesome.
That's,
Pretty awesome.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I heard a certain pro wrestling cat might be there for the first time ever. So,
Mm,
yeah, I'll try to see if I can get some documentation of that, but I don't know.
nice. Oh well, hopefully for another W, man.
No, dude, it's
good.
happening.
It's good for everybody, man. It's good for my spirits. It's good for the city. You know,
Yeah.
when the teams are playing well, everybody is you kind of get that brotherly love, you know, feeling in the air, especially, you know, it's Christmas time. It's good when things are going that way too, because it just puts an extra little something in the spirits.
Yeah, I don't know if I could ever handle another Super Bowl loss. If we go again, we better fucking win. I'll tell you that much. That literally, I feel like I no joke. I got really sick right after that. Like my first week of February, where I was like deathly ill, and I blame that on that Bengals game. I literally feel like it drained that much energy from me that my body was susceptible to being sick, and then I got sick because of
You're
the
heartbroken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sucked.
I legit remember feeling heartbroken when they lost in '89, because my parents had built it up so much. But
Man.
to feel that for myself,
Yeah.
was a really different thing.
I remember too.
No, you weren't even alive
I was alive, actually.
by like a day or something.
I was 1 month old, I'll have you know.
Yeah,
I vividly remember.
bro, I was 2 whole years
Vividly.
old, dude. I was 2 whole years old. What's up?
I remember everything.
I was a month and a half, okay?
I remember everything from my 6 month in utero on.
True.
I remember existing
it all.
before I existed, but that's a whole nother story.
I know, you've told us.
Yeah. Hey, you know.
I know, Mimic You. I know.
Out in the dataverse.
That's such a that's just ultimate Cephas right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't even got no sleeves. It's just like a cape thing
Yeah.
It's a snuggie.
with no armholes. I feel like an emo teenager with my hoodie.
Yeah. So you
Whatever.
definitely you got that vibe going on for sure.
Gosh, Dad, leave me alone.
I'm sure that there are many emo teenagers out there that own that same exact thing.
Yeah, but this is my wife's, so
Yeah.
Wife's? Is it my wife's or my wives?
Your woofs.
Yes.
Is it with a V or F or both? Wives.
Well,
wives
it's a
implies
QZ,
plural.
but the F is silent.
So it'd be wifes with the apostrophe S.
Huh.
The V, wives, is plural wives.
You don't want none of that.
Huh.
Unless you
Well, I
do,
mean-
but I don't think you do.
Oh, we goddamn. So, who wins title versus title at Revolver?
Damian Chambers.
You think so?
That's the only way I can.
Comes in and swoops it up after a massive battle. Yep.
I can see him coming in before the match ends and pinning one of them,
Yep.
and then him coming out on the 25th and be like, no. Just because I pinned him doesn't mean I didn't want that title. You know what I mean? Or some nonsense. There's got to be some kind of something. Swerve City here.
I don't know.
Wasn't Swerve just announced for the LA show too?
He was. Yep.
That show's to be fucking ridiculous.
That show's gonna be stacked, dude.
Speaking of our peers,
Unreal. Yeah,
Yeah, fellow coworker. Not a big
Yeah.
deal.
you know. Yeah, there's only been 2 official podcasts of the Revolver, and that's us and Swerve.
just saying, kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. You know what I'm super excited about is House of Black being back on TV.
Yeah.
Coming
like
back
all
with
all of them,
The vengeance.
and just going after everyone.
yes.
I love it. Like, no, we're not coming after the trios belts. We're just coming here to wreak havoc on everybody.
Somebody stop me.
I think one of them needs to win the international title at some point.
Hush.
I think it'd be cool to have like all 3 of that have like TNT international heavyweight title. All 3 of them. I think that'd be dope.
That would be cool.
You know, I don't think it's near future because I think there's a few other people in line for the world heavyweight title. But I think that'd be cool.
Who dethroned MJF?
Yeah, man. This
Wardlow.
title reign has not gone the way that I thought it was going to go at all.
Me
No.
neither. I think him becoming a de facto face definitely changed the trajectory.
I knew that was going to happen, though. I mean, that happened with Roman in his 1,000 days. That happened with Punk in his 434 days. When you're a long reign champion, at some point to stay alive, if you started heel, you become face. If you start face, you become heel, or you get real fucking stagnant.
Well,
Cena did.
I love how MJF's doing it though. Is he's sticking to his guns, but at the same time, like he's still a scumbag, but people love him.
It's like the episode when you find out that Angelica is just mean because she's not being raised very well by her parents. You
Right.
kind of, you're like, oh, okay, that's why. He's mean.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's it.
Because Angelica's mom's a
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
The worst.
She was the worst.
I'm glad we're getting on here today, man, and getting this done. Technically, it's the day before. This is not a live episode for anyone commenting by any chance. I don't know how that premieres.
Yeah.
If anyone's.
I think they can do, if we do a premiere, yeah, they can do a live chat. But yeah, if you don't see your comments being pulled up, it's because we're not here right now.
But
Where
that
are
doesn't
we?
mean we won't respond.
That's
We're
true.
all far out.
Go ahead and leave comments, man. We
Yeah,
love responding to them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what do you guys what's your guys' Halloween plans? What's on tap for you guys? You guys still have younger kids, so
Yeah.
Halloween's a little more exciting for y'all than it is for me these days.
My wife and I
Yeah.
generally trade off. We have a pretty good neighborhood, so we're going to spend the first half of the night probably me and her in-laws will probably walk the first part with the kids, and then we'll come back and I'll hand out candy while she walks with the kids.
Nice. And do you dress up when you hand out candy?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Halloween
Yeah, I'll,
serious here, man. Like I was saying in our group chat, our family is we have Krista's family is the most together family I've ever been a part of in my
I
life.
love that.
And they every Christmas, right before Christmas, we go to her cousin's house and we either build gingerbread houses or build Lego sets all as a family. And then we do Christmas at her parents' house, and then we do 4th of July, in the pool. But the one thing we do here is Halloween. Halloween is ours. So
hell yeah,
it's really
that's
cool.
awesome.
You see the DWO pumpkin in the back?
Yeah, I see it.
Flickering.
Hell yeah.
Flickering.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'll be going with Emmy. She is going to be Wednesday Adams, and I
That's
will be
great.
her faithful manservant Lurch. So,
You
Need some neck
rang.
bolts?
yeah, actually, if you got them,
I mean, if you want to come,
I don't know how I'm going to get them by tomorrow, but
if you want to come get some latex neck bolts, I got you, dog.
yeah. No, I'm probably just going to end up like I got some face paint. I'm going to try to do like a pale green all over, and I don't know, just wear a suit, I guess. Lurch isn't that hard.
No.
Just be tall and menacing and run.
This.
What?
I wish I could just wear shit like this on the regular and just go to work like this. Hi, I'm here to wire shit.
Normalize it.
Here's your paperwork, and you go down to this clinic.
Yep.
Oh man, it gives me a reason to wear shit.
So for me, I'm relegated. First of all, this is the first year in many years that I've had to buy Halloween candy. So this is a different year for me. Yeah.
It's like it's weird.
That's true.
I've previously worked at a candy factory, so this is the first year in a while.
You don't want to hand out canned ham?
Thought about it. I didn't want to get my house vandalized. So,
Right,
no. But, it was really sad is that I bought big bags of candy from Costco, right? Because that's the way to go. It's the cheapest. And the one bag I bought had Airheads in it, and it hurt my soul a little bit. I just picked everyone out and threw it in the garbage. You won't see joy on my account, sir.
Airhead is bad for you kids.
It's made from garbage by hateful people.
Just kidding. Airhead, sponsor us.
Yeah.
But yeah, Halloween should be good. I'm pretty sure. Like, what time does it start for you guys up there, Steve?
6 to 8.
So say 6 to 8.
6 to 8.
Which generally means 5 to 9.
What up, Steve Gabbard? Happy birthday.
Yeah. Steve Gabbard.
I know one thing. Zydrate comes
6
in
to
a
8.
little while.
We can't hear you with that on.
That's fine.
Okay.
What the fuck is that? Corn?
It's my tiny hands.
Oh, he has tiny hands.
It's your little tiny hands.
You can't hold a Whopper.
I'm back and hold a real Whopper.
You could probably hold a roach though.
What a ridiculous show we're having today.
We are. This is it's Halloween, man. It's Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Halloween. Halloween.
Also, okay, I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween or Christmas movie?
Both.
Both, yeah.
I love it.
Acceptable
Thank
at
you.
either holiday.
If I had to choose,
I have never understood the people that are like, no, it's this or no, it's that. Dude, it's the perfect blend of both, and it's awesome.
if I had to choose, it's a Christmas movie because they celebrate Christmas.
Yes.
They live in Halloween Town, but it's about them celebrating Christmas, so therefore it would be a Christmas movie.
Yes. But I feel it's acceptable anywhere from Halloween time to Christmas time.
Well, they just dropped Jack on Fortnite, and let me tell you this much: all the way up until tomorrow, I'm going to be running as regular Jack, and then after tomorrow, I will be running as Santa Jack for the entirety of the rest of the fucking year.
Obviously. Oh yeah, November 1st, Christmas tree's going up. So sorry, Thanksgiving.
Did you guys see they're coming out with like a Thanksgiving horror movie?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. I'm
about
excited.
time.
Yeah.
Did not see that.
Yeah. It's
It's like
literally
some,
called Thanksgiving.
I think it's like some like pilgrim dude, and he's just wreaking havoc.
Is one of
Love
you
it.
like fiddling on your desk right now?
Just me and my tiny hands.
Yeah. Okay. I keep hearing a noise.
Fiddling. And I am fiddling.
You're
He's
far
a
out.
fiddler.
Fiddling with my far five and fiddle farting.
Far, far, pretty far.
With your far out tiny hands.
Is that a tussle
Um,
bandana or is that a tussle badge on a bandana?
No, it's the official tussle bandana.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Did you
Shout out
already have those
Tusslemania.
glasses?
Mhm.
Are those some glasses you normally wear?
Yeah, these are my everydays.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like seeing things through like rosy colored lenses.
Let's.
Mhm.
All right.
All right.
Also, I
DJ.
just so this is debuting tomorrow, but something I just saw. Apparently, the open challenge that the Alpha Academy issued was answered by the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile, which I love, and I cannot wait to watch that match.
Loving this like intertwining of how much they're bringing up NXT people and then sending down people from the main roster.
Yeah, it's good. They
I
don't
like
need to
what
be
Baron
completely
Corbin's
separate.
doing. I feel like
Yeah.
Baron Corbin's rebuilding himself in a way that when he comes back, it's going to make more of an impact, and that's
Mhm.
good. I feel like, and it's taken me a while to really get there, but I really feel like he's one of the most underrated, unsung heroes of professional wrestling right now.
Yeah.
He's a great heel. He does every task that he's handed
Yep.
perfectly. Like,
Dude,
whether
sad Corbin was some of the best work he's ever done.
Yes.
bum-ass Corbin.
Bum ass Corbin, dude.
Yes, I loved it. I would have bought a bum ass Corbin T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like, of course, I love me
I
some
loved.
fucking Pat McAfee.
I love. There was a moment with sad Corbin where I think he was like asking for money, and like Kevin Owens gave him like $100, and then like he went and tried to ask somebody else for $100, and Kevin like saw him. He's like, "Dude, I just gave you money. Like, what do you do?" It's so good. Oh, how about Kevin Owens with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory the other night? Did you guys see that segment?
Bro,
No, I
he's
did
so
not.
fucking priceless, dude. He's
Oh my god, he's just his off the cuff comment. He's like, if I want to punch both of you in the face right now. One punch, both your faces. And they're like, that's not possible. He's like, it's not possible, really? If your faces weren't lined up in the exact same spot to where it, like just going off, and then he ends up punching both of them at the same time, like they're lined up perfect. It was so good.
One punch, both your faces.
Ugh.
Kevin
I
Owens.
I
is a
love
treasure.
Kevin Owens so much.
Mhm.
He's
Hey,
excellent on the mic.
Elderly Kevin Owens.
Hey, there you go. Kevin Oldens.
That's right.
And nothing like
Not
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah, nothing like Seth Rogen.
Yeah, you lost a little Seth Rogen there. You know what I
Seth
mean?
Rogen could never. It's the glasses.
I say you put the other glasses on and do a when you,
I
it'll
don't want
probably
to.
just be old Rogan.
Yeah, let's see that with the regular glasses. Let's take that for a test drive.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You look distinguished. You look like you're about to read Pomp and Circumstance for fun.
I do. I look like a college professor or something that lives
But you're
out in the
definitely
woods.
sleeping with the 19-year-olds.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you look like a cop.
Shred. What do we got here?
Got you
You
doing
boys,
16
hey
and
there, son.
35.
You been smoking that ganja?
You pull me and Mike over, you just be like, oh,
Hmm?
God.
You boys been chomping on that electric lettuce?
What's that? Nog Champa?
Oh, me.
Ah, the things we do on
Oh.
here, boys. I tell
Bro,
you what.
I knew tonight was gonna be nonsense once we lost Eric.
Once Eric had fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
But
on. Oh gosh.
Hey, you know.
had to get a dad pun in there for sure.
Of course.
Well, you fellas got anything else before we
God.
head out of here?
Probably plenty, but
I mean, I do have one thing,
All right then.
and that's basically if you have young kids that want to go trick or treating, take them. If they're 17, 18, maybe talk them out of it. But if anything under 17, fuck it, try to go. You know what I mean? I went till I was like 16, so fuck it.
if you're willing to dress up and come out and walk the paths and trick or treat and say trick or treat and thank you, I don't give a shit. I don't give a hell if you're 35.
That's the
and you
thing
wanna do
though.
it.
If you're a 15 to 18-year-old kid, try. Don't just
show up in your dickies and with a pillowcase and
something. Yeah,
This
I know what you
also
mean.
is an easy costume. Just saying. I mean, that could work just fine. You got a kid, hold a whopper.
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Ooh. So by Halloween candy, are we saying ones that we exclusively get at Halloween or ones that we look through our kids' bags for?
What's the one? I don't know. What's the one candy that you think about when you think about Halloween?
So when Halloween
Pick two or
comes,
three if you need it.
Milky Ways.
when Halloween comes, I want sixlets. I don't know why. It just reminds me of Halloween. I hate them. They're gross. They're terrible.
They're disgusting.
But I still want them.
I love Milky Ways more than anything. It is the perfect chocolate bar to me.
I like fruity Tootsie Rolls.
Fruity Tootsie Rolls are good. Yeah.
Almond Joy and Halloween time is about the only time of the year I eat them. Those and the little peanut butter kisses. Like the chewy, like taffy, came in the black, or are they either like the brown? Or
yeah. How about that? I don't see those as much anymore, but like the generic Halloween candies when we were kids,
the little strawberries,
those were wild. Yeah, little strawberries.
You don't see generic Halloween candy anymore.
That's the only time I'd get a Good and Plenty, and it shut my mouth for like 3 solid hours when I took one bite into it.
And the little soda pops, nickel nips.
Yeah,
those are neat.
No, I'm a Milky Way guy for sure. And it was really funny. So Emmy got some, like, past 2 years. Obviously, she's getting Halloween candy, and she's like, "You're not allowed to steal my Reese's." I was like, "Well, lucky for you, your dad isn't obsessed with Reese's like the rest of the world is. So those are all yours. You just have to give me your Milky Ways." So that's our trade-off. I don't steal any of her Reese's. She gives me some Milky Ways, and we call it even.
She pays the toll.
I used to tell my kid my middle name was Reese. So they're mine. That's my middle name.
Was it the Family Guy bit? How they came up with Reese's?
Yeah. Also, the other thing she really likes, which I think are absolutely disgusting, are Whoppers.
Oh yeah, I love these malted milk balls.
No thanks.
Yes. No. Ooh, I do love a Milk Dud though. Milk Duds are.
I really like Airheads. I don't know if you guys have heard of those or not.
Yeah, we've heard of them a couple times. I'm a big caramel guy. So anything with caramel in it, 100 grands are really good. I love me 100 grand.
Caramel apple pops.
Yes. I can dig those. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got some from Brown's Family Farm, and they have different flavored apples now. So they have the green apple, but then they had a Macintosh apple and a Golden Delicious. I bought all three. I bought all three. They were fucking banging.
Hell yeah.
Suckers and shit.
Dude, that's one of my favorite snacks is just apple slices, dip them in some fucking caramel. Good shit.
I just ate an apple right before we went live.
And that's caramel, not caramel, you bunch of nerds.
If you say caramel, I think you're Tom Green. You want a caramel? Yeah. You want a caramel?
Fuck. Tom Green.
Yeah, Tom Green. Remember him with the undercutters, where he would go to people's houses as they were getting pizza, and he would make the pizza, and we're gonna undercut the competition. He would make the pizza in front of them.
Bro, he's so fucking funny, but also when you go back and watch it, there's a level of cringe that I don't know how I didn't realize it was there before.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like, oh god.
Undercutters.
Oh, DWO, the home of obscure comedy. Bro, we got to make so this is going live tomorrow at 8, today at 8, whatever time you're seeing this. But it's going live October 31st at 8. Are we going to announce get a post scheduled as well to post a graphic saying that we're going to be at Squared Circle? Or you want to start tomorrow morning with that? I don't know.
I don't know. If you heard it here, you heard it here. If you've seen it on one of our posts, you've seen it on one of our posts. You know,
Yeah,
what I
let's
mean?
like 2026. Then this makes no fucking sense. Why are you really watching this? Like,
Important thing is, if you're
Because
listening to
people
this,
wanted to go back and watch from the beginning and see
Yeah.
where it all started.
yeah.
If you're listening to
Because
this,
we're going
and
to
you're not
have
subscribed,
ongoing storylines.
subscribe
Yes. Subscribe.
Do it.
Do it.
Because in 2026, when we're talking Kenny Rogers and the Milk or Mimikyu, people are going to be like, where did that storyline start? And
We're
they're
going to have to pull
come
this
all the
clip
way
up
back.
when we interview Kenny Rogers.
That's right.
Yeah. Is he alive?
He's not.
Oh. We could do next Halloween. We could Ouija board him.
See what happens.
we could get like a what are they called for the talk to the dead?
The Ouija board.
Yeah, the Ouija board.
Not the Ouija board, but what are the people that
Oh, and medium.
A medium.
medium? Yes.
Yeah, we'll get a medium on here. That'll be fun.
You know, why don't we just get a large? It'd probably work better.
Probably. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just supersize it at that point. Anyway, as always, we've been the DWO podcast. I am Big Rig Eric Maffey. He is Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy Cephas.
I'm a Pokemon.
He is a Pokemon Mimikyu. I am Kenny Rogers, and this is the Dairy Chug. Mr. Mike Martin is far out, man.
Yeah.
Check us out on all the socials at DWO _podcast, Facebook at the DWO podcast, TikTok at DWO _pod. Check out all our merch, Pro Wrestling Tees, TeePublic. And stay tuned for Thursday. We will be back with another show.
Cody Hawk.
And
Yeah, Cody Hawk on the show this
that'll be a good one. Renowned trainer. So yeah, that's going to be a really fun chat. Cannot wait for that. And yeah, until next time, Top Dads out.